Why you be walking with your arms like that? Yo, what it do? One more again. We back for another episode of the fifth quarter. And before we get into week 4 predictions, we gotta get into week 3 recap and talk about what we're down week 3. This the season is moving along smoothly. Majority of the games is getting knocked out, so you know that's all you can ask for. But let's get into this recap that will happen first. First up, we had Steve, the Miami Dolphins win against Manish, Jacksonville Jaguars. Miami won 65-17, and that was expected. Like I said, Manish is still going through that learning process. You know what I mean? So he's still trying to find his way. But like I said, what I respect about Manish is that, you know, no matter what, he takes his L's like a man, and he don't quit anything. And I got nothing but respect for him. Next up, we had Playmaker. 49ers win against Snub, New York Giants. 49ers won 45-10. After coming off a close victory last week over the Jets, they bounced back, had a better performance this week. Giants, they got some. We already know the Giants got some holes over there, but as the season go on, we'll see if Snub could put a scheme together that's going to benefit this New York Giants team. If I'm him, I'm giving Saquon a lot of touches. That's the star of that team, and everything got to be based around Saquon, that New York Giants team over there. Next up, we got Spaz. Spaz went against DK, Texas Steelers. Steelers actually made this game a whole lot closer than what I was seeing, because it looked like Houston was going to run away with it. But then Steelers, I think he went for 2 or something like that. He didn't kick the extra point. I think he went for the win or something like that, and he didn't make it, and he lost by 1 point. But you know, I gotta give Spaz his props. He got Houston doing what it do right now. I think he's 3-0 if I'm not mistaken. Either he's 3-0 or 2-1, but I think he's 3-0. Got a good victory against the Ravens early in the season. Took out a hot Pittsburgh team who came out the gate swinging. Spaz doing his thing right now with this Texans team, and you know, they definitely need work over there, but he getting it done. So I got to get that man his props over there, what he doing in H-Town. Next up, we had Big Lucy, K. Lou, took out Poppy, the Bengals. I took the Bengals to win this. I was wrong. Philly got blown out week 1 against Washington, and since then they've been playing great ball. They won their last 2. They 2-1 in the season, and they playing good ball right now. That Philly team, they need some work, but he making it do what it do. I think Hurts is his quarterback, and Hurts right now is holding it down for him over there. He definitely putting it together over there in Philly. Poppy's a good player. I've been in leagues with him. You know, I think he's a little rusty right now more than anything, because him and his brother Steve, the Vasquez brothers, Steve, that's the Dolphins, they brothers, and I don't think neither one of them really was playing the game until I pulled them out the grave. But I expect them both to bounce back, even especially Poppy. Poppy's a way better player than this. I expect him to bounce back as the season go on. I know he'll catch a rhythm, and he'll start stringing together some good wins. Even though he got the Bengals, he's just one of them guys. He's one of them guys to me that can play with, you know, multiple teams and find out their strengths and exploit their strengths to the best of his ability. But nevertheless, good win for the Eagles, man. 34-16. Listen, if Poppy is rusty right now, that's not Philly's problem. Your job is to come in and get the win, and that's what they did. Next up, we had Killer Fresh against Lamalma, and I must say, Malma's been one of them guys also who's been taking beatings, and listen, he competed with Killer Fresh to like no tomorrow. 38-32, lost by 6 points. This is a real winnable game for unless he put up points in garbage time. You know, but other than that, man, Patriots put up a good performance. If I'm Mama, even though I lost this game, this is a confidence builder because, like I said, I've been seeing him take a lot of big losses lately, and you know, it's been by, you know, multiple scores. So, you know, this right here, 38-32, and I think Killer Fresh is a good player. So you just competed with somebody, you know, that's a good player, and you had a chance to win this. This is the confidence builder right here. Like I say, it's not always about the wins and losses. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's about a win over a loss. But I'm saying, sometimes you gotta always crawl before you walk. You understand? It's just like when I say sometimes, if you win a season and you won 2 games, and next season you win 5 games, yeah, you missed the playoffs both seasons in a row. But guess what? The fact that you won 3 more games than last season, that's a successful season. That's a successful season. So understand what I'm saying. It's not always about wins and losses. And if I'm Malma, I'm looking at this and I'm building off this and apply this to my next performance. You put up 32 points, bro. You know what I mean? So you definitely see that you got what it takes over there in New England to put some points on the board. Next, we had Yaba win against Dre, and I said it, I think last week about Yaba. Yaba's a good player. Yaba's a good player, and Yaba is deadly. You know why he's deadly? Because you won't hear from him much. You understand what I'm saying? But he plays his game, and he kind of got a unique passing game with him. You know what I mean? But look, he just took out Dre, put up 56 on Dre. Dre came out hot with the Titans. Yaba's a good player, and I said last week when I did the recap or predictions, either or, I said I expect Yaba to be in the playoffs over there in the NFC and making a name for this Vikings team. You know, this is a good win right here for the Vikings, man. 56-17. He dominated offensively and defensively. So this is one of them games right here that Vikings is definitely putting people on notice. Next, we had Murph, Washington football team went against Abercrombie, Cleveland Browns, and Washington won 41-10. Washington coming out the gate hot. They 3-0. I think all 3 of their wins been blowouts. He's doing this thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. There's no more to say. He's doing this thing right now. He's definitely coming out the gate swinging. And Cleveland put up a bad performance in this one. They only put up 10 points. I'm sure he expected more from this offense because you got a good offense over there. You got Chubb, you got Odell, you know what I mean? You got Baker, you got Hooper, you got some weapons over there. So 10 points, that's a little disappointing for Cleveland Browns fans. Next, we had Rocket, the Rams, win against Big Rico, Buffalo Bills. Rocket won by 3. Rocket's another one that I pulled up from the grave. Barely won this game, but you know what? He got the W, and, you know, he moving on to week 4 with a win in week 3. Rico looked like he had a shot to win this, just couldn't string it together. Lost a close one. If I'm him, I'm licking my wounds, and I'm coming back next week to try to pull one out and get that first win of the season. Let it go. Don't bring it back up. So yeah, that's the situation. Buffalo lost by 3 to the Rams. Moving right along, we had Bay Boy Relly. He also just came back. We got quite a few guys in this league that you know was gone for a minute, but they back again. And Relly's another one of them guys. Relly took time off, but decided to come back, give it a shot. Took over a Bears team that got a pretty good defense over there, I must say. And he's 3-0 in the season. You know, right now, the defense aspect is what's showing. Like, you know, Relly's not putting up a ton of points, but at the same time, he's not giving up a lot of points. So right now, he's playing to the strength, which is the Bears defense, which is what you should do. I mean, you know, that's called knowing your lane. Ain't no sense to try to take a Bears team, act like you want to come out and score like you Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be done if somebody puts you in that position, but for the most part, play defense, don't turn the ball over, you know what I mean, and score whatever points you can. That's the Bears recipe right now, and right now it's a successful recipe. You know, like I said, they're 3-0. What more can you ask for? You know what I mean? Only give up 3 points to Atlanta Falcons. I mean, look, Atlanta Falcons got probably the best or definitely top 3 wide receiver in the game on this team, and he couldn't get a touchdown on the board. So I gotta give that Bears defense a lot of props, man. They you know, right now they playing stingy defense over there, and you know, it's to the point where you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, if I'm him, I'm keep doing what I'm doing. I could care less if I win game 7-6. I mean, my job is not to let you score, and I got to score whatever I can. And right now, that's what the Bears are doing successfully. Next, we had Crockpot Panthers win against Trinidad Los Angeles Chargers. Panthers put up 35 points. Chargers only scored 14. It's a good win for Panthers. These two familiar with each other. We've been in the other league together, so they know each other's game. Panthers got the best of the Chargers in this one, though. The Chargers got a good team over there, man. So I expect, even though I'm in that same division with him, and I'm glad that he lost, but I expect Trinidad to I expect them to have a pretty good season with this Charger team, man. Chargers one of them teams that they got something on offense, something special, and something defense. I mean, you know, both offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball, they got something special. So Chargers got a good team, but this week was a major letdown for them. They didn't get the job done, and they gave up 35 points, only put up 14. That's not going to cut it. But nevertheless, Crockpot is a good player, so good players do things like that. So great win for the Panthers. Next, we had P.E. Earl. He won 55-17 over Detroit. Detroit, another one of them guys that's taking beatings. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, like I say, guys who take beatings, but you don't hear them cry and they stick with it and they don't quit or nothing. A lot of respect. And like I said, in my book, that shows a lot about your character. And, you know, like I said, we in these leagues, we have front runners. You know, we have guys that only know how to win. You know what I'm saying? Can't take a loss. You know, and I see some guys that know how to take losses no matter how many points. And you know, they say good game and keep it moving. And you know, shout out to you guys and just stick with it. You know what I'm saying? The more you play, the better you'll get. You know, and that's just what it is. The more you play, the more things you'll learn as you go on. Remember that. I was surprised to see that this was Arizona's first win of the season. They was 0-2. I'm surprised at that. I guess Arizona's off to a slow start over there. It's his first win of the season, and that's kind of shocking to me. But nevertheless, you know, sometimes all it takes is that one, and then you're going to roll from there. Next up, we had Cowboys and Seahawks. Major factor. Took out on some BS 38-14. Dallas was just a little too much for Seattle. Could not get nothing going on offense, and they probably had quite a few turnovers. You know, 6. You see, but Dallas had 4 themselves, but 6 is just way too many. You know, 4 is a lot, and you had 6, so that's 2 more than 4 is, and like I said, 4 is a lot. So Seattle just didn't get anything going, you know, on the offensive tip. Well, they actually passed for 200 yards. They passed more. It's the turnovers that did the Seahawks in. You know, they just gotta figure some things out over there. Got Russell Wilson, and you know, Just play patient ball, and he'll figure it out. Next, we have myself against Bucks, and this game just got out of hand because of what? Turnovers. Now, I'm gonna show you something. This is one of them odd games, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. You look at the score, right? You see 52-31. Now, because of the turnovers, I'm telling you now, we had about 5. Yeah, we had 5 turnovers, and look, we had over almost $150 on the ground, and we passed for 286. Right? So we passed for more than him, and we almost ran for more than him, and we lost by multiple scores. This is why I say turnovers is crucial. You know what I'm saying? Turnovers can make and break a game very fast because you're giving the other team extra possessions. Look, 5 turnovers, that's 5 extra possessions. You know, he had 1. So, you know, it's 4 extra possessions because he gave me 1 back. That's too many extra possessions to give guys. I don't care who you playing. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we asked for that. You know what I mean? And the defense, we got to tighten up over there. And, you know, it's one of them situations where, you know, we know what we were taking on. We took this team. We knew the back end of the defense wasn't good. And, you know, the back end of the defense is definitely not good. You know, right now, we just snatching guys up off the street, free agency, throwing them in the secondary. We try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's not working. We 0-3. But you know what? We've been down this road before. I've been 0-5 before and made the playoffs. Probably even 0-6 and made the playoffs. So we're not going to give up. We're going to turn this boat around. Some things we did wrong. And, you know, we got some cleaning up to do over there in Denver. But you know what? We here for the challenge. And you know, we're gonna ride this thing out. We're gonna ride this wave out. You know, ain't always gonna be easy, you know, but who cares? We don't care about it being easy. Just get the job done. But Third World played the good game. He put up the numbers he had to. He got the win. And nothing we can say about that. You know what I'm saying? We shook that man hand, told him good game, regardless of the mistakes that we made, and we, you know, that's over with now. That's week 3. We gotta lock in the week 4 and pay attention to what's going on for next week's game. So that was the recap. Let's get into these predictions now. First up, we got myself against Naruto. This game right here is very, very like, cause you know, you look at the Jets team and you'd be like, all right, well, the Broncos should get their first win. That don't mean nothing. You know, we got to come out. We got to do what we do. You understand what I'm saying? And we got to get a win on the board. And we got to get on the win on the board fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm go out and limb and say this is a must-win game for us. You know, we 0-3. 1-3 is much better than 0-4. So we gotta get a win, and we gotta get a win this week. I'll say Broncos favored in this one by Jets by 2. Because I don't predict my games. I just say who's the favorite. And I'll say Broncos favored in this one by 2 over the Jets. Low number. Next up, we got a good one. P.E. Earl, Arizona Cardinals going against Crockpot, Carolina Panthers. Cardinals 1-2 on the year. Panthers, I believe, is what, 2-1? Yeah, I think they're 2-1. So look, the Panthers could drop to 2-2. And the Cardinals could move up to 2-2, you know, just that fast. Cardinals was just 0-2. They could win off 2 straight and be 2-2. They're at 500. This is going to be a pretty interesting game. Neither team has the defensive personnel right now that they would like, you know. So now it boils down to which guys can get the key stops. I like Cardinals defense a little better than the Panthers. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. I like that they got J.J. Watt. They still got the cornerback. I can't even think of his name. I think his name is Peterson or something like that. They got him. They got Simmons. They still got some guys over there. They still got Chandler Jones. So they got some pieces over there, Arizona. So I like this defense a little more. So I'm going to go with Arizona in this one. But I actually expect this to be a good game, man. Like no blowouts, unless somebody just having one of them games where they turn the ball over. But I expect this to be close, and I think it's going to be some points scored. I'm going Arizona in this one. I'm gonna go AZ. I'm gonna go AZ 33, and I'm gonna go Panthers 29. 33-29, Cards over the Panthers. Next, we got Money Mascot, B More Ravens going against Merck, Washington football team. I'm not sure if Baltimore won the fair sim last week. Let me see. If he didn't win the fair sim, he's 0-3. Okay, he got the win. All right, cool. He got the win, so he moves to 1-2. He's going against a Washington football team who's 3-0. Ravens win this game. He's 2-2, and just that fast, he'll be at 500 as well. This is gonna be an interesting game. I know Washington's 3-0, but I'm gonna go with B more in this one. I think they'll get the job done on the road, and I think it's gonna be close though. I don't think a ton of points gonna be scored, but I think it's gonna be close. Even if Washington do win, I still think it's gonna be close. Give me Ravens 24, Washington 20. 24-20, Ravens over Washington. Next, we got DK Steelers going against Dre, Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans took one on the jaw last week. Steelers lost a heartbreaker last week. So now, you figure who comes into this game with more confidence. I'm going to tell you who. Pittsburgh Steelers. Titans took one on the chin last week. That has nothing to do with this week, of course, this week opponent. But at the same time, I think the Titans know he took one on the chin last week. I think he wants nothing more to bounce back and get a win, so he can forget about that loss last week. Problem is, I don't think he's going to get it done, even though he's at home. I like the way the Steelers been playing. I liked how they came back last week after being down to the Texans and had a chance to still pull it out. Texas playing good ball right now, man. So I'm taking Pittsburgh. I'm taking Pittsburgh over the Titans. I'm gonna go 27. I'm gonna go 27-17 Steelers. Next, we got Trinidad Chargers going against Third World Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm gonna go. I'm feeling upset in this one. I'm feeling Chargers over the Bucks, but I'm gonna go with Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with the Bucks, but I was feeling the upset for a second. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm gonna go with Third World to pull this one out. He knows he's in a tough division with the Panthers, so he gonna want to keep up with him. Plus, I'm sure he's looking at he got to win this game, especially because he probably got the Panthers losing to the Cardinals, or at least that's what he's rooting for. But he's saying, "Yo, Panthers lose this week, I win." That makes things a little different in this division. So he's gonna come out and definitely try to take care of business this week. So I'm gonna take the Bucks this week, 31-17. Next, we got Seahawks and Dolphins. I'm going Miami in this one. I'm gonna go with Steve. One half of the Vasquez brothers going against Seattle. I don't really like what I'm seeing over there in Seattle right now, but at the same time, if he could just stop turning the ball over, I think he'll be all right. Turnover's been his downfall every game so far this season. I don't know how sharp Steve is. Steve been on a hiatus too. He just got back into the swing of things. So if I'm Seattle, I definitely want to try to come out and catch him slipping. But I gotta believe it. I gotta see it to believe it. So I'm going Miami over Seattle this week. I'm gonna go 38. I'm gonna go 38-16 Dolphins. Scott, Indianapolis Colts going against Bay Boy Village, Chicago Bears. Bears in a good position to go 4-0. But I'm gonna tell you something. Let me see who the Bears play week 5. See? I'm gonna call it now. Bears play Third World week 5, right? So I already know they both looking for. Trust me, they both know they play each other already. They both can't wait for week 5. So what am I about to say? This game, trap game. This is a trap game right here, because I know Relly's looking at this game like, yo, oh, we got this. We're gonna go to 4-0, and we're gonna come in playing Third World 4-0 with a chance to go 5-0. I'm telling y'all now, for every 10 times, if I brought up trap game on every time I do predictions. I'm not even being funny when I'm about to say this. If I mention trap game 10 times, the underdog have won that game about at least 7 or 8 out of the 10 times. No lie. I'm not making that up. Anybody who listening to me right now that heard me speak about trap games in my other league when I do these predictions, it's pretty much always come out and it be the trap game. You get trap game results. I'm telling you. And it definitely, you definitely peek and see who you see who you play now, and then a lot of times you look and see who you play next. You understand? Or even if you don't peek, if your opponent tell you, yo, we up next week, you know what I mean? Yo, big game, blah, blah, blah. You start thinking about that game more than the game that's in front of you. This game was a trap game right here. I'm going to take the Bears because I think that this defense will hold it down, but I'm telling you, don't be surprised if you look up in the fourth quarter and you see some score like 9-7, 10-7, 13-10. I'm telling you, this game was a trap game written all over it. And I wouldn't be shocked if Scott won this game. Trust me when I tell you, it's a trap game. But I'm taking the Bears in this one. I think it's going to be not a lot of points scored at all. So I'm going to go Bears 20, Colts 16. I'm going to go 20-16 Bears over the Colts. But trust me, keep your eye out for this game. Trap game. Colts and Bears. You heard it here first. Next, we got Manish and Jacksonville Jaguars going against Poppy Cincinnati Bengals. Jag, like I said, Jag's been taking his lumps from everybody. Poppy took a bad loss last week. This is a good chance for him to get back in the win column and get that morale back up, going in the right place. So I'm gonna take the Bengals this week over the Jags. I'll go 44-14. Next, we got Abercrombie Browns going against Cowboys. Major factor. Browns, they took one in the jaw last week. Cowboys got a blowout win over the Seahawks. I'm gonna go major in this one, man. I'm gonna go major. I gotta see how the Browns come out this week, man. Even if they lose, you know, if they lose a certain way, that'll tell me something. But I'm gonna go with Cowboys, man. Major's one of them guys that, like I say, he played good defense, and you know, he's one of them guys that, you know, you make mistakes against him and you pay for it. So if Abercrombie can not turn the ball over, he'll definitely be in a position to win this game. But we'll see. But I'm taking the Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys this week, 31-21. Next we got Big Train Saints going against Baby 8K Detroit Lions. 8K he's been taking blowout losses week to week. But like I said, man, the more reps you get, the more better you get. The more comfortable you get, the more you learn. But that takes time. And meantime, between time, I'm going to take the Saints in over Detroit. I'll go Saints this week, 38-13. Next, we got Minnesota Vikings, Yaba, going against Houston, Spaz. Good game right here. Very good game. Spaz got Houston off on the right foot. Yaba got Minnesota off on the right foot. They both trending in the right direction. They're going to collide this week. I think it's going to be a tight game, no matter who wins. I'm going to go Spaz in this one. I'm going to take the Texans. I'm going to take the Texans in the close one because they're at home. I think, you know, now that we're on simulation, we get these calls. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a big call late in the game. That's going to, that home field advantage call, that's going to put Houston in the right position they need to be. Give me Houston this week, 29-24. Texans over the Vikings. Next, we got Snub, New York Giants going against Rocket, Los Angeles Rams. This should be interesting game. Rocket won last week, but it wasn't impressive at all. He barely won the game. But again, he's rusty. He's another one who haven't been playing in a while, so you gotta expect that out of him. I'm actually gonna go upset in this one. I'm gonna go Giants over the Rams. I'm gonna take the Giants on the road to go into LA, pull out an upset win by a score of. I keep it rather low. I'll go 20. I'll go 23-20. 23-20 Giants over the Rams. Next we got Big Rico Buffalo Bills going against Killer Fresh. Give me Killer Fresh. Give me Killer Fresh. Killer Fresh had a tough game last week against Malma, but he got the win. So, Buffalo had a close game against Rams. He got the loss. Buffalo got to get in that win column along with a few other teams. We got a few teams who ain't gonna win yet, including Denver Broncos. So, we'll see if Buffalo can pull that out this week. But yeah, man, I'm going Raiders though. I'm going with the Raiders over the Bills this week by a score of 34-23. Next, we got a game that's currently in progress. We got Patriots going against Chiefs. I'm going to take Chiefs in this one, although I'm rooting for the Patriots. I would love to see them pull up an upset win. Patriots played tough last week, came up just short. But, going against a different type of offense this week. So we'll see how he can hold it down. But I'm going to take the Chiefs this week. I'll go Chiefs 42, Pats 20. Next, we got K. Lou, Big Lucy going against Playmaker, 49ers. Eagles and Niners. This should be a good game. Eagles been playing good ball ever since they lost that week 1 loss. So he's going to San Fran, and I'm gonna take the 49ers though. I think it's gonna be close. Look, if the Eagles can contain that run game, then he definitely gonna probably, I ain't gonna say probably. If he can contain the run, he'll win the game. But it's easier said than done. I could sit here and tell you, all you gotta do is stop the run, but there's more to that. It's not just that easy to do. There's a lot of work you got to put in that. So I'm gonna take the 49ers, but I think it's gonna be close though. I think Eagles definitely gonna have a shot to pull this out, and I think he'll come up just short though. But I'm gonna take Niners this week, 20-13, Niners. Next we got Falcons Cookout going against E-Ball, Green Bay Packers. Cookout took a bad loss last week, only put up 3 points to the Bears. The Packers, I don't even know what happened with E-Ball game last week. I can't remember, but anyway, I'm going Packers this week. I think Packers will get it done. But I expect Atlanta to bounce back and have a much better game this week than what he did last week. But I'm just going to take Green Bay anyway. But if I look around and see this game tied up in the fourth quarter, I would not be surprised. I don't think Falcons will struggle this week. I think he'll bounce back and have a much better performance. But I still like Green Bay in this one. I'll go Green Bay in this one, 28-20. I'll go 28-20. 28-20 Packers over the Falcons. Yeah, that's a wrap, y'all. That's a riggedy. That's a wrap. We did our predictions. We did the recap. And I will see you guys week 5. Yeah, week 5. And like I said, we will have the mid-season report going on. When we get about week 8 or week 9, we'll have the mid-season report going on. And mid-season report is basically, like I touched on before, it's just basically everything that happened up to that point in the season. Who's looking like Super Bowl contenders, who's looking like Super Bowl pretenders. Yeah, I said pretenders. So we're going to talk about contenders and pretenders. Pretenders is guys that's off to a great start, but at the same time, you don't see them getting to that big game. So we're going to talk about things like that. Who's having a slow start the first half of the season, who look like they're going to turn it around the second half, who's off to a fast start, look like they're going to hit a slow start, things like that. Who got big injuries, MVP race, stuff like that. That's what the midseason report is about. Just touching on everything that's going on up to this point in the season. I do that in my other league, so we're definitely getting that started in this league as well. And like I said, that'll be about week 8 or week 9. You know, one of them between those 2 weeks, that's when the mid-season report will come. But until then, keep knocking out your games. Y'all doing a great job, and we're gonna keep this train moving. Y'all do your part, I do mine. Until then, I see y'all week 5. I'm Ghost.